Good morning from Jurassic Parking. Oh, it is Monday. We had a crazy long weekend with FanFest nights. I'm so excited to finally be back at Universal Hollywood in the daytime. It's been like 2 weeks since our last update. I got back from France and it was amazing. I highly recommend checking out those vlogs. I filmed a lot of vlogs and I don't know what it is. If I go to Disney, if I'm in France, or if I'm anywhere but Universal, no one watches the vlogs. So you guys should definitely check those vlogs out. I spent a lot of time in France and it would mean a lot to me if you guys checked it out. I went to Disneyland Paris too, so I think 2 or 3 of the vlogs are out right now. Here it is, City Walk Hollywood. Feels so good to be home. And today I have my Tower of Terror shirt on from Disneyland Paris. That ride was so awesome. It felt like I was just on the Tower of Terror back home in California. Obviously that one is gone now. They replaced it with Guardians of the Galaxy. But it was so cool to ride that original version of Tower of Terror. This caught the corner of my eye, but inside of the Super Nintendo World store in City Walk, we have a lot of Yoshi merchandise right now, and that's because during FanFest nights, there's a whole Easter egg hunt for Yoshi. So they have like little pillows over here, and I think these are reversible, or you could at least like store something in it for $37. And they have a ton of Yoshi plushies. These are $40, and a bunch of new Yoshi t-shirts and jackets. I love this bomber jacket they have right over here. $90 for this one. I'm sure you could use your annual pass discount on that. But I want to get that bomber jacket and pair it with this bucket hat and go to FanFest nights. The bucket hat is $34. Look at this notebook over here. Some t-shirts. Okay, I think I like this one better than the bomber jacket, but they have like a button up over here. How much is this? Let me guess, like 60 bucks? Ooh, 75. It's very close. That was very close. Look at this. What is this? $15. It looks like it's a little notebook. It might actually come with like a pen or something. And wow, they released a lot more than I thought they would for Nintendo, but we have a mystery pin kit set. And then, oh, these are magnets. It would have been cool if they brought out like some Crocs, and those were like Croc charms. Here's some pens over here with all the different colored Yoshis. And then some backpacks and little like pencil bags. And then there's this whole wall full of Yoshi stuff as well, which is crazy. I didn't even notice this. Like, what? We have some nice Yoshi keychains, little mini purses, water bottles, shorts, long sleeve shirts, and these have all the different colored Yoshi eggs. Like a mini pajama set for the kids. Wow. Oh, these are cute. $35. Some headbands. These aren't Crocs, but close enough. You know, we have some little sandals here. These are nice. Yeah, there's a lot of Yoshi stuff. I was not expecting them to go this hard on that. Look at this blanket. $40. That's not bad. And during FanFest nights, you could actually meet Yoshi, but not only just like the green Yoshi. They also have light blue Yoshi and pink Yoshi, and I still haven't met any of them, and I'm really looking forward to meeting them this weekend when I go back to FanFest nights. We have a new store in City Walk as well, right across the Universe store. There's Line Friends. And we're greeted with this awesome giant LED sign. Look at these plushies they have in these boxes. A lot of Minions. So the different Minions are dressed up like different members of the K-pop band BTS. I haven't really heard any of their music, but they have like Suga, V, who's this? J-Hope and Jungkook. They have a lot of Minion merch with BTS. That's so cool. Look at that. Oh, this is like a little like maybe a picture frame. You could put your little picture in there. I don't know. What is this? Yeah, it's a photo stand. Okay, so it's a little picture frame. That's really cool. I was told these are really, really popular right now. Some nice little tote bags. Oh my gosh. We have Casper and Felix merch over here. And prices aren't actually horrible. It's nice. What is this? Steakon? Oh, they're little like... I think these are Croc charms. Oh, and this is nice for the park. They have little handy fans. A lot of them. Okay, I think this is the coolest thing here. They have like a little phone bag for Woody Woodpecker. That's really cool. You have his little beak right there and then some pins. There's only one here. I might have to grab this. Oh, and it comes with this plushie too. How much is this? I need to get this. It doesn't say. So it's a sample. It doesn't come with these little like pins in it. They're called Steacons. And same with the plushie, it's separate. You can kind of mix and match with these. They have like Casper, they have hot stuff. I really like the Woody Woodpecker one. This one's really cool. Oh, and this one's separate. This one's separate than the other pins that we saw in the bag. And they're not here? So the bag itself is $31.95. So it's not too bad, and it holds your phone. It's a little nice like man or woman purse. But this is what it looks like without the Steacons in it. You have to purchase those separately, but they have like slots for you to put them in. And then they have these key rings as well with Hot Stuff and Felix and Woody Woodpecker that we saw earlier. These are really cool. These are all $31.95 as well. I love this shirt over here. Look at that. That's definitely something we're gonna have to come back for. A little bit expensive for the Steacons and the bag. I think with the Steacons and the bag, it's gonna be like $50. And then if you want the key ring with it, it's another $30. So that's $80 right there. Okay, this is really cool. For the daytime park guests, they have the red carpet out, but any night they have FanFest nights, they swap out the carpet as soon as the event starts and it becomes a purple carpet leading up to the arch. I wanted to check out all the FanFest night merchandise offerings. I wasn't here. They dropped all the merchandise when I was in France and I just haven't had time to check it out. So this is what they have right now. We saw all the Yoshi stuff, so we don't need to look at that right now. But this is a really cool jacket. Look at the design in the back. Let me flip this over. I've never seen them put out merchandise like this, and the quality is a lot better than what they do for Horror Nights. This is a very thick cotton jacket, and it's $60 for this one, but look at this. This is really cool, and it has the year in the back, 2025. A little jacket to pair with that. Love the jean jackets they always put out. This one's really cool. I have a, what is this, cropped t-shirt over here, and a nice 40th anniversary t-shirt over here with this iconic moment. On the side it says 40th. Can we flip this? There we go. Oh, that's cool. Doc is on the clock. Now this is a really cool mug. Donations for Save the Clock Tower Fund. That's sick. I love that. Okay, this is probably my favorite shirt that I'm seeing right now. It's so cool. Some notebooks over here. Hill Valley High. Long sleeve tee. What is this? Oh, this is from Back to the Future 3. $75 for this one. I have some pants over here as well with stitching. This awesome button up over here. How much is this one, you guys think? 75? Okay, it's not bad. That's basically it for all the Back to the Future stuff. They have some D&D stuff here too. I really loved the experience that they had. That was so cool. I've only ever played D&D once in my life. My cousin is super into it, but this t-shirt says roll a perception check, and that's really cool for D&D fans. I think when you're battling like a boss and you get like a low number on your die, you have to roll for whatever, I don't know what it's called. You roll like a perception check to see if you can get a higher number to defeat the boss. If not, you lose. I don't know how that works exactly, and you guys could probably correct me in the comment section, but that's what this t-shirt means. I really like when they do acid wash t-shirts. I love it. This one is $30. It's not too bad. I have a lot of t-shirts and stuff here too. I don't like this too much, I'll be honest. I don't really like this too much, but it works well on some people. A lot of Star Trek stuff over here. The t-shirts, they look so much higher quality than Horror Night t-shirts you'll find. Yeah, this is like, oh, actually I don't like this too much. It's mostly polyester. Yeah, 56% polyester, the rest is cotton. But it is higher quality than Horror Night t-shirts, and polyester t-shirts shrink way less than 100% cotton shirts and sweatshirts. They have some really cool Star Trek merchandise. I love this all. I know they were selling this shirt over here, but I think it completely sold out. You can't find it anywhere here. I'll keep an eye out for it. Ooh, what is this? Collector home system. These are cool. Oh, it's a keychain and pin set. And it comes with these four. They have another really cool sweatshirt over here. Starfleet Academy. Oh, look at the back. Wait, is this San Francisco? It is. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they put out a lot of cool Star Trek merchandise, and I like that it says Star Trek Universal Studios. I will say this event is like a full circle event for Universal Hollywood. First of all, they brought back like Back to the Future offerings, but Star Trek was once an attraction inside of the theme park. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, look at this, a Battlestar Galactica sweatshirt. I'm not a fan of the color though. Some more Battlestar Galactica stuff. Again, another attraction that used to be in the park, and now they're selling merchandise on that. I hope next year for FanFest nights, maybe even in the DreamWorks Theater, they could bring a Battlestar Galactica experience. They have some shot glasses with that too. Okay, this is a sick t-shirt over here. Quality is really, really high. Like, this feels so nice. 100% cotton though. $35. Oh, that's sick. I need to get this. And one last Battlestar Galactica piece right over here, another t-shirt and a hat. I'm gonna say something that I think a lot of people are saying. Universal needs to do more of this. The park already has little to no show offerings and very little entertainment offerings, and it would be so good if Universal locks in and puts in all this live entertainment for the daytime guests. This overall gives a better experience in the park for a lot of people, and I think it would encourage a lot more people to come back over and over. The Animation Studio store has One Piece merchandise. I kind of like how they've spread out all the merchandise offerings for FanFest nights. Like, this is so cool to just stumble upon some different pieces of merchandise. And like, this is a cool t-shirt. One Piece, Universal Studios. They have some different pins and keychains for FanFest nights. The little shield over here, $14. I love this display. Like, they put a lot of effort into FanFest nights, so that goes a long way. Oh, and they have some Jujutsu Kaisen merch too. I'm gonna have to get this. I really, really liked the experience that they've set up. I know it's like a repeat of what they have at Universal Studios Japan. Like, even in the show, they're chanting USJ, USJ, Universal Studios Japan. $30 for this shirt. I have a really cool like yin and yang jacket over here. Divine Dogs. I think these are also from Jujutsu Kaisen. Since this area is currently taken up with One Piece stuff, they moved the Shrek and Fiona meet and greet to back in front of where Donkey does his meet and greet. And I feel like they should just always be here. And it's so cool because sometimes we get a combo of both Donkey, Shrek, Fiona all together. I will say I haven't been here in 2 weeks, and I still haven't seen any progress, or visible progress at least, on the exterior of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. I do see some people working inside of it, but we can't really see into the building. Wow, look at that. Parisian Courtyard is already blocked off, and I'm sure they've already started working on the Horror Nights layout for whatever maze is going to be here next. So here are the Back to the Future food offerings that they have over here. They've brought back the patty melt, but now it's called the Flux Capacitor patty melt. Doc Brown's chicken pot pie, that's a little reference to Doc Brown's chicken that used to be here at Universal. It was a really nice restaurant. They also have the time machine melt, which looks really, really good. There's pastrami in it, maybe even a burger patty. Everything else looks pretty generic to what they already have. Out of time cookie looks pretty good. And then, the time traveler's milkshake. Okay, so I wanted to get the patty melt here at Mel's, but they couldn't modify the burger itself. They said I couldn't remove the caramelized onions, and I'm like, well, I have an onion allergy, and they still don't acknowledge the allergy. They don't modify the burger at all, which is very disappointing. So what do you expect me to do, eat it and die? So because I literally can't get that burger, like I can't have onion, I won't be able to get it. But I just wanted to point out, like, Parisian Courtyard is so cool. French Street is so cool because this literally feels like France. I was in France literally like 4 days ago, and I mean, down to the cobblestone street, very impressive. Walking out of French Street, they have these exact metro signs in France as well. So that's so cool. The buildings are a little bit taller than this though, I will say that. But besides French Street, Universal has done a really good job with Parisian France in Epic Universe. Like, that's one for one like walking on a street in France. Like, it's so cool, specifically in Paris, maybe not the south of France. As far as this project goes, there isn't much activity on the outer half of the project. I mean, we're seeing little things like the emergency exit over here. The staircase is basically done. They're still doing some like minor work to it, but also the crane is gone. That's so weird to see. Oh my gosh, that's actually so weird. The crane lasted a good like maybe 6 or 7 months. Now it's gone, obviously. They've already installed all of the track. So there isn't really much for them to do outside of the project. Maybe adding the sound walls, but that's about it. Maybe these are just weeds, but there is some green life coming to life over here. I think these are just like, I think they're gonna get chopped soon. I don't think these are made for the project. But it is nice to see some greenery growing. It looks nice. There's some down there as well. These look like ficuses. These look like trees that they did plant. So maybe these are official trees. I don't see why they would have planted that in the middle of construction. There's still some footers over here for the sound walls that are gonna go up around the project. But the coaster is done, so it's really nice to see that. I think they're basically done with that exit ramp over here at this side of the project. I think they're still gonna paint it though. I think they need to paint it like a dark gray. Okay, so we made it to our spot to look at Horror Nights construction, and I don't recall there being a tent the last time I was here. So it looks like they just placed up this tent for Horror Nights. We're still not sure of any houses coming to Horror Nights quite yet. Obviously, there's a ton of rumors spreading around, but they've already started on that front half of the project, which is so exciting. And I wonder if this will be the facade again this year. Usually they have the facade on this side, but for the longest period of time, it was on that back half of the tent, and it was kind of out of view. I really like when they were putting the facades on this side because it allowed us to get a pretty good view of the construction when it was going on. But it would make sense with all of this construction going on right now on this side for them to be constructing the haunted house the reverse way this year, because especially if they don't finish this by whatever time they need to finish this by, they have the option of moving people through this exit over here, so that way people don't have to walk onto a road where you have to have a hard hat on. And then looking at this haunted house, I mean, this is looking really cool. It looks like we have a house here. I don't know what they're building right now, but it looks like they've gone vertical throughout the house as well. That's looking good. They have a queue set up over here that, don't get fooled, that's not for Horror Nights, it's for FanFest Nights. That's the queue for Dungeons and Dragons, Secrets of Waterdeep. But this house is looking good. They've already gone vertical with that. Definitely keep a close eye on this one. Pretty big opening over here into the coaster, so that looks pretty cool. Looks like they're doing some welding inside. Nothing like too crazy as far as theming goes. This is a nice spot to get updates of that. Okay, so at Universal, we've always wanted a full service dining experience, and during FanFest nights, they've set that up right over here at 3 Broomsticks. So I think it's like $39, but you could use your annual pass discount for that. They have a full dining experience, a 3-course meal, including a drink and a starter. And I absolutely loved it. The food was delicious, and the dessert was amazing. I love the dessert we got. We got both the little like golden snitch cake, and we also got the little like parfait. I don't know what else to call it. But I'd highly recommend coming to 3 Broomsticks really early in the event because it is reservation based. You have to make a reservation at the front, and we got really lucky with ours. We hardly waited, and I think you have a better experience showing up earlier because there's less people in line for it. And that wraps up today's video here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. I'm JP, and how they say in the movies, that's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one.